Hello everyone, welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live programs. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Anna Uspinskaya, I'm a pianist joining from Washington DC area, and I'll be hosting this group program for you. This is our sixth session of the final auditions for the opportunity to join the Laureate Gala concert at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall. Our channel is dedicated to bringing live performances and music events from the international artists from around the entire globe. Today, the musicians from many different countries are coming on the virtual stage to audition in front of music director of the New York Chamber Players Orchestra, Giacomo Franci, and Fred Rosenberg, who is the representative of the musicians of the orchestra, for the opportunity to perform with this esteemed ensemble on the stage of the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall. And we have a whole wonderful array of judges from different countries judging these auditions yesterday and today. Vera Danchenko from Russia, originally based in the United States and Canada. Julio Rais, also based in the United States. August Antonov, pianist from France. Michelle Lin, a pianist from Canada based in Netherlands. Galina Ivannikova from Ukraine based in New York. And for today we have Giacomo Franci, Italian conductor based in New York, and Fred Rosenberg, a clarinetist representing the musicians of New York Chamber Players Orchestra. And these programs are hosted by myself, Anna Uspinskaya, Chris Au, James Welch, and in New York we'll be joined by Steve Robinson, who will sit down with the laureates of these auditions for an in-depth, longer interviews. The gala auditions are organized by Sound Espressivo progressive musicians and virtual concert halls with tremendous amount of help from our wonderful partners and collaborators from around the entire world. You see on the screen so many logos. These are all representing music education, management, music management, publishing, and a huge variety of music-related organizations and companies which are supporting our efforts by providing help to musicians to further their careers, their study, and to fulfill their next goals. And let me briefly introduce the core organizers of these events. The Sound Espressivo Global Competition is an online live-streamed competition. It combines the competitive goals and purposes with the live performances which are provided on a virtual stage to all who participate in those competitions and auditions from wherever they are. Progressive Musicians is a musicians-driven organization which is organizing many various competitions for various levels and ages and concerts at prestigious venues such as Carnegie Hall. Virtual Concert Halls is an internet TV broadcaster, also powered by musicians. This organization is providing artists with an opportunity to develop their presence on a virtual stage and to expand their reach and visibility and to reach more audiences through video and social networks so that they can go step beyond conventional concert halls.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressivo Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
So yesterday and today, musicians from many countries are seeking, of course, to expand their reach, to learn, and they're also seeking guidance and comments and suggestions from wonderful judges through the live commenting. This is a really unique feature of all the programs which we present throughout the season. Judges listen to those performances live and then immediately join the virtual stage and share their impressions, their suggestions, their recommendations with the artist who performed. And you will hear those comments today.
Perform on our galas at Carnegie Hall. Our new season of auditions for classical musicians is now available. Performance opportunities for students, young professionals, and seasoned artists. Perform as a soloist or chamber ensemble at Carnegie Hall. Perform a concerto with the New York Chamber Players at Carnegie Hall. Composers submit their works to be premiered at Carnegie Hall. New this season, Laureate Ensembles at Carnegie Hall. Audition to be part of a 3-day intensive workshop directed by some of the world's master musicians, culminating with a performance at Carnegie Hall. Audition live from the comfort of your own home. Get live evaluations from expert judges and expand your online presence through our international internet broadcasts. Additional award and performance opportunities are also available. Visit our website for full details. Don't miss out on these wonderful opportunities to advance as a musician and perform on a world-renowned stage. We look forward to hearing your performances.
The goal of these auditions and all these events which we organize together with many companies and musicians and representatives of different organizations is to encourage, to nurture, and to reward artists who are taking charge and taking initiative, being proactive about sharing their art and about developing their careers. Sound Espressivo and progressive musicians together are providing more and more opportunities with every season for musicians to also discover their absolutely unique artistic voice, to present themselves on their own terms, and by doing that, have an opportunity to carve their own career paths. We take musicians through the virtual stage to the stages of such places as the Carnegie Hall, various orchestras around the world, and other opportunities in different settings, different concert venues, and with different ensembles. Musicians who participate in these auditions and who win the laureate title will receive tremendous support from our own organizations and from our partners towards their future, towards their next steps. We have sponsorships for incredible awards coming from companies in Switzerland, in Italy, in France, in United States, in Canada, in various Asian countries. And those are ranging from educational awards, maybe for young students and teachers, with a huge amount of materials available to them, provided, for example, by a classical academy, and through scholarships to attend various programs designed for musicians at different stages of their development, ranging to purely professional awards. Like, for instance, there are 3 awards this season where musicians will be invited to go to Italy to record a new album, and that album will be published, and they will receive a 10-year distribution contract. Now, this may sound like big terms, but musicians who are looking to record and publish their albums, they are always seeking this opportunity. The season awards are meant to include anyone and everyone who is participating in our events. So to be eligible for those awards, you don't need to participate in every one event. You can just participate in one. And the judges will be recommending musicians for various types of awards throughout the auditions and competitions this season. And then when the time comes, the sponsors of those awards will be making final determination and will be awarding those opportunities to various musicians. And with this being said, we are here to hear incredible performances by musicians who are presenting their music in front of the judges coming from New York Chamber Players Orchestra for the opportunity to join this wonderful ensemble on stage of the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall. And today we have Maestro Giacomo Franci and clarinetist Fred Rosenberg joining me on this virtual stage, and I would like to invite them to join me. Thank you for your time, and thank you for coming on board to judge this auditions.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful. Everyone is very nervous, and I know we already have musicians ready to step on the stage in front of you and to perform. And I want to tell everyone, these judges are here to help you, to encourage you, to give you feedback which you can take with you and improve and grow further. So no fear. I want to also let all the auditionees know that you're welcome to ask questions after your performance. Feel free to discuss, ask for clarification, anything. This is the moment for you to make a connection with our wonderful judges. Okay, with this, I will be inviting our first candidate of this session, Sheryl Luo, pianist in the age group 8 to 10, will be joining us with a performance of Mozart Concerto number 23 in A major, 488, second movement Adagio. She is from the United States. Now, Sheryl, the stage is all yours. Welcome.
but this is beautiful. One of the most beautiful melodies ever written for piano and orchestra. So what's your age? You are 9 years old? 9 years old. So you have all the time to learn and to practice more and so forth. Congratulations. You played by memory. That's not easy, especially at your age. The only thing, a little comment I have is to talk to your teacher and make sure the rhythmical part of the piece is in shape, that is solid. When you will solo with the orchestra, it's very, very important to be in time. You have very nice idea of some rubato there, which is very good, but meanwhile you need the structure solid there for in order to be solid also when you will solo with the orchestra. But for the rest, it is very, very nice legato. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the legato that you displayed throughout the piece. It was lovely playing. I want to second what Maestro Franci said regarding the time, because I play in the orchestra and we need to make sure that everything can fit with the orchestra. But I thought you were amazing, very talented, and I really enjoyed listening to you play. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for playing this beautiful second movement of the concerto. You really have the real feel for it. And I wanted to also echo the suggestion to talk with your teacher and see how you can combine playing with such beautiful phrasing as you're doing, at the same time keep the pace of the piece more steady, because when you play with the orchestra, you're not playing even with one person, you're playing with many people, and all these people need to be able to follow you and follow the beat. Yes, Maestro.
I have a second. I think it probably it would have helped you a lot to have a second piano to play the orchestra part, and then you would have like a collaboration with that, and that would have helped you also, because I understand you play, there is some emotional thing also when you play that might, but when you do it with the second piano that obviously play the orchestra part, that would make it better for you to do the audition.
Yeah, a lot of practicing with the second piano will help for sure, so you'll know how the orchestra sounds. Exactly. Well, do you have any questions? Do you want to ask the judges anything? No? Okay. All right. Do your parents have any questions?
Thank you. I think the problem, because without a second piano, and we couldn't really find a track, then Sheryl can play with it. We actually discussed how he's going to do phrasing. I think that's kind of difficult because there's a lot of imagination from the other music. And so she actually was doing very well with the second piano with her.
With her teacher, right?
Yeah, yes. She actually doing very well with the teacher when they have second piano.
Yeah, the second piano helps. But at the same time, the soloist is the leader of the concerto.
Yes.
So it's also very helpful to, of course, practice with the second piano, but then see if you can hold that pulse of the piece throughout, even on your own, without anyone holding your hand.
Yes.
So you can be in charge of small changes, but at the same time be really on that solid foundation of the constant tempo, even on your own. I mean, you're very young to do those things, and you're a beautiful player for your age. That's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, judges. Thank you, everyone. And we'll be inviting on stage our next candidate for the performance with the New York Chamber Players Orchestra, Ingrid Cusido, pianist in the professional category. She's joining us from Spain with a Mozart Concerto number 23 in A major. It's the same concerto. Wonderful. And my understanding is Ingrid is performing all three movements of that concerto. Ingrid, the stage is all yours. Welcome. Wow, the whole concerto. Thank you so much for bringing this on our stage. And now to our judges.
I love your playing. ¿Dónde vive en España?
In Barcelona, in Terrassa.
Ah, bueno.
I live in Terrassa, yes.
Sí, he estado un par de veces y en otras partes de España. I loved your playing. That second movement especially was delightful, very expressive, beautiful legato. I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you so much for your feedback.
Very good. Yes, I agree with Fred. The second movement was the best one that you did. And I want to congratulate you with your stamina. You just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Now, little comments about the first and the third movement.
Yeah.
I think that's what I always tell my students to divide the pieces in. So everybody wants to finish the piece as soon as possible, and then instead I invite them to divide the piece during the week. You practice. How much you practice a day? Like 2-3 hours, 1 hour?
It depends. It depends on the time I have, you see.
Right.
I mean, I have a lot of things going on. And of course, I try to practice as much as I can. But
Yeah, but let's say you practice 1.5 hours a day. During the week, you distribute. Say you want to memorize the first 2 pages of the first movement. You divide in measure the first period, then the second period, the second day, and so forth and so on. I think that would help your technique. That you tend to rush a little bit the passages instead of being more in time. And I mean, I'm not asking you to play like Michelangelo, that he was very scrupulous about every note, but
Yeah.
you probably would like to hear some of these legendary pianists that they were very calculating what they were doing. Uh, yeah, that's what my comment are. But anyway, congratulations about your
Thank you so much.
yes.
I agree
Yeah.
with what you said. So it's fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ingrid, and thank you, judges. Ingrid, do you have any questions would you like to ask Giacomo or Fred?
Yeah, I'm just okay. I mean, today I feel better than yesterday. Yesterday I was really sick, so I think I gave my best today. So anyway,
Yeah, well, you have incredible stamina. I want to echo that what Maestro Franci mentioned. Being sick and participating in this high pressure auditions 2 days in a row, that's incredible. And of course, the suggestion to really focus in each day, maybe in a segment of the concerto, so you can really come to the point where the passages are more measured and more in control. And instead of trying to grasp the entire scope of a 60-page piece,
yeah,
and pacing yourself in preparation, that definitely will help further polish. You're a wonderful pianist and very, very musical. I really enjoyed the second movement. That was a highlight for me. So thank you. So if no
I
further
enjoyed
comments,
myself playing the second movement anyway.
say it
Yeah.
again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I am enjoying very much playing the second movement today, so I think it showed.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
It showed definitely. Um, so if there are no further comments from the judges, no, we're all good.
Yep.
Ingrid, thank you so much. It was a great pleasure to present you on the virtual stage on these Laureate Gala Carnegie auditions. And we will be inviting our next performer on stage, Sophie Dunér, mezzo soprano and a composer in the professional category of our auditions, joining us from Sweden and performing her own composition, Hey Doctor. Sophie, the stage is all yours.
Hey, doctor, can you fix my little friend? Hey, doctor, can you make him not pretend? Hey, doctor, I don't want to play this game. Hey, doctor, can you mend my marionette? Hey, doctor, keep on dancing to my tune. Hey, doctor, tell me you can fix him soon. Hey, doctor, can you tell my little friend? Hey, doctor, can you make my marionette? Hey, doctor, can you teach him how to behave? Hey, doctor, can you make him be my slave? Hey, doctor, keep on dancing to my tune. Hey, doctor, tell me you can fix him soon. Fix his little brain. He's driving me so insane. Can't you stop the pain? I'm trying to maintain. Don't you have a remedy? Hey, doctor, can you tell my little friend, hey, doctor, can you meet my marionette? Doctor, can you teach him how to behave? Hey, doctor, can you make him be my slave? Hey, doctor, keep on dancing to my tune. Hey, doctor, tell me you can fix him soon. Fix his little brain. He's driving me so insane. Can't you stop the pain? I'm trying to maintain. Fix his little brain. He's driving me so insane. Can't you stop the pain? I'm trying to maintain. Doctor, don't you have a remedy? Hey doctor, hey doctor, hey doctor, don't you have a remedy? Hey doctor, hey doctor, hey doctor, hey doctor.
Oh wow, bravo! I'm speechless. Sophie, you just keep me glued to every gesture and every voice intonation and the music. Ah, I'm such a big fan of you. So, now to the judges.
I liked it. Here we are always here in traditional classical music repertoire, so sometimes you get bored. I mean, they say. So now your piece is very interesting. I particularly enjoy the scatting, kind of jazzy aspect of it, and I guess you probably don't always sing it in the same way. Just have that spot.
No.
True. I know.
No,
because
no. I am all over the place.
yeah, I
I
know
was
because
changing.
on occasion, believe it or not, I also play jazz, so I know what it's like. I really like. I don't have much critique. I would be curious to see the parts of your composition, how it is. I guess it's for. By the way, it's for orchestra. How is the orchestration?
I have it for string quartet, and I also have it for orchestra. I did with a chamber orchestra here in
Yeah.
Sweden once, but the ones I applied with for this time is string quartet.
So string quartet can be as easily going to a string orchestra. So the
Sure. Yes.
same parts, yeah. It can. It's
I
very,
have it for chamber orchestra also.
it's very interesting. I think it would be a great addition to a classical concert. It would give a breath of fresh air to a concert. So I completely like it.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, and if we adopt the notion that the classical music is classy music, doesn't necessarily belong to a particular style or period, I think this is as classy as it goes. Okay, Fred, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. I love what you were doing. I also found it very refreshing. Love the scat singing. It was beautiful. And I was just going to ask you follow up about the orchestration. It's just for a string orchestra, or do you have some?
So I have two arrangements. So this is on a string quartet CD I made
right.
way back then, and so I have it arranged for string quartet, and then I also have it for chamber orchestra that I performed here in Sweden years ago, and so I have two versions: one for string quartet and one for chamber orchestra.
So
That's
you have.
wonderful. Yeah, I'm sorry,
No,
Giacomo.
no, no. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was wonderful, and I would love to play with you if you're scored for some wins.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed listening to you, and I love the scat singing, and I look forward to hearing it live.
Yeah.
Thank
so,
you.
So I want to add that Fred is first clarinetist in the orchestra. So
Oh,
you had to
okay.
include the part for him. Otherwise,
I'll just
he's always coming to me say, "But am I there? Am I there?" I say yes,
well,
because
well, then
now I can
let's
tell
do that.
Sophie to do that. Yeah.
yeah, but you can just add the clarinet. Do you want to make it
Well,
solo?
I don't want to make more work for you, so I
No,
know
that's
you're
okay.
busy.
I mean, if you want to play, that's all what there is about. Do you improvise as well?
I can do some improvising, depending on how sophisticated it is, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd be open to include that, definitely.
Okay.
That
Wow.
sounds great.
You're getting a whole ensemble right there.
Well, that's what it's
No,
about
because-
that.
How about piano improv? No, I'm just kidding.
One suggestion I have is so for example you could do a string orchestra with winds, like for example flute, it could be maybe one oboe and clarinet, it depends on your, of course, what
Well, but it's
you-
also how much it's expensive to add things maybe.
That's another story.
That's another story.
That's another story.
Yeah. But wonderful. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
what an honor to present you, Sophie. You're fabulous, such a fabulous artist, and very refreshing, very unique. And I personally believe this is classical music of today, and probably 50, 60, 100 years from now, people will think you were a very conservative musician.
Ouch. Yes. No, but I mean, there are string quartets that have done this type of stuff,
Absolutely. I don't blame them. It's
Doing it.
interesting, it's well written, it's beautiful music, and you're a captivating performer, that's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate all the comments. Nice to meet you, and I hope
Like,
I will see you again.
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We will be inviting on the virtual stage the next auditionee and the next candidate for to be selected for the program at the Laureate Gala concert at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall. And I'm just reminding everyone who is joining us just now that these are finals of the auditions, and candidates are presenting their chosen repertoire for the consideration by Maestro Giacomo Franci, music director of the New York Chamber Players Orchestra, and clarinetist Fred Rosenberg, who is representing the musicians of the New York Chamber Players Orchestra. And we have both judges joining us today with their comments, suggestions, recommendations, and reflections on everybody's performances. They are giving their unfiltered, immediate feedback right now after each candidate's performance. And our next candidate is Roland Schlieder, guitarist in the professional category, and he will be joining us from Germany. He will be performing Joaquín Rodrigo, Concerto de Aranjuez, and I believe that's first and second movement of the concerto. And again, I'm reminding everyone that every candidate is performing live. These are not pre-recorded auditions. Everything is live so that the judges can get a really true, immediate feel of how it would be for the orchestra to work with these musicians on such a nerve-wracking, prestigious stage of the Carnegie Hall. Now, I'm welcoming Roland Schlieder to join our virtual stage on a guitar. Welcome.
Sorry, my sound went away. Don't know what happened. Oh, here it comes.
No worries, take your time.
It's right on. Okay. Here we go.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Wonderful performance. Thank you so much for bringing this piece and for your extraordinary soulful playing. Thank you. Now to the judges.
Hi, that was beautiful playing. I felt like I was back in Spain. You really captured the Spanish flavor of the music. Really enjoyed it. A lot of nuances you displayed in different parts of the piece. It was just wonderful. Really enjoyed it. Great playing.
Thank you.
I agree with Fred. This was great. That second movement is a famous melody, and it I never been in Spain, but it remind me, I don't know, like a Western movie where there are two gunmen that one is going to be killed, and there is this music now, and there is a lot of drama. I really like the melody. I have a question for you. There are long solos that you take, and with this automatic electronic orchestra, it must not be easy just to fit in your playing. That would, congratulations, I mean, that's not easy.
Thanks, yes. A lot of practicing and keeping the tempo. I performed this piece already with orchestra several times, September last time. And it's a big advantage, and conductors love it actually, if the performer can keep the tempo.
I know.
Doesn't
I know.
much things around. It can stress the conductor and stress the orchestra, especially because the orchestra doesn't hear the guitar very well. So it's very hard to hear the orchestra, because projection is up front, and the orchestra is hardly. So it relies on the conductor. So that's why I worked a lot with many years ago with my teacher, Pepe Romero. Even improvising has to be improvised with a watch. You have 10 seconds. You can do whatever you want, but you have to be in 10 again by 1, and that was hard work. Yes.
Pepe Romero has been your maestro.
And Celine Romero, his brother, and Pepe, and actually last year I worked with Pepe, and I used to play the first movement fast, like everybody likes to show off.
So Pepe Romero is a very famous guitarist. It's a family of guitarists, and anyway, it's more difficult to play like that than with the orchestra, because the orchestra is human beings, so you can always tell, wait a moment, it's coming, but that is like a setup. Anyway, congratulations, you are a very solid soloist, and I don't have anything more to say. It's very, very nice.
Thank you.
Roland, do you have any questions? Would you like to ask anything? Maestro Franci or Fred Rosenberg?
Yes, it's a little bit hard, of course, because of the quality of the recording. And how do you feel of the entrance of the second movement? Is the guitar equal to English horn, or should it be in the back? It's a nice discussion I always have with conductors there. I like to use it with English horn there. Maybe you could tell. It's hard, of course, with the recording.
That's for Maestro Franci.
Okay, so if we enter a little bit more in the details. So one thing that was a little disturbing to me is that the session of the automatic play of this electronic orchestra was sometimes too loud versus your guitar playing, especially in the runs. So when you have the chords, of course, the chord bring up more volume. when you have the runs, the automatic playing was coming stronger. In with other guitarists we have had in my orchestra, we usually encourage a mic. So if you mic your guitar, that makes your life easier and our life easier too. So yeah, then that's one thing.
Don't remind me.
Then another thing, I mean, this is like nitpicking, okay? And I know I'm an instrumentalist myself. I know these problems very well. In the runs, sometimes some notes they were a little faded versus other, and this equilibrium of sound very difficult to obtain. But we always practice every day, so hopefully we'll do a little better until the passages come crystal clear. But I'm going back to square one. You are a great guitarist. This was just nitpicking on these things. Okay.
It's important in order to keep practicing. It's never finished.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Roland, and thank you, the judges, for your comments. And I just wanted to echo everyone. You're a fabulous performer, a confident soloist, and you have such a great sense of the timing and the orchestra, and you're confident ensemblist. And of course, everyone gets nervous, but you have so much experience. You know how to project, how to handle the nerves and the variety of circumstances being on the virtual stage. I don't know how often you perform virtually. Maybe that's the first time, but none of that shows. You command the stage, you command the piece with a great artistic approach and confidence. And that was just a great joy to hear you today.
Actually, I was actually totally surprised. I was more nervous in the first movement than with a real orchestra.
Well, that's maybe similar to get going and performing for the first time in a venue you've never performed before. And that's how it feels to me for the first time. Always a little bit more nervous. How is it going to come out?
Thank you. It's a great idea to do this. Please keep going.
Thank you so much, and thank you for bringing this gorgeous piece, and your wonderful playing is a true highlight. It was very enjoyable. Thank you so much. We will be moving on to our next candidate for the performance with the New York Chamber Players Orchestra, and this time I'm inviting on stage Etienne Zhou, pianist in the professional category. He will be performing Liszt Piano Concerto No. 2 in A major. All movements are listed on it will be listed on the screen. He is from the United States. It's a great pleasure to introduce you to our audience on the virtual stage. Etienne, welcome.
There is advertise. Hello, my name is Etienne Zhou. I'm playing the Liszt piano concerto today, and this is my accompanist Kay. My previous accompanist cannot be here, but I urgently find one, and I appreciate very much for her efforts. We just rehearsed it twice, so that would be it's a good opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Standing ovation to both of you. Phenomenal performance. And I don't know how you found such a brilliant pianist to join you for this
only
performance
2
on the very
days.
short notice. Special, separate bravo to your pianist. It's not an easy part to play. Not at all. Okay, okay, now to the judges.
How many notes? Wow. It's really bravo, bravo, bravissimo. Yeah, I don't have much criticism to this. The thing I particularly admire is a good pedaling. Usually, I've heard many pianists with Liszt and Rachmaninoff that just step on the pedal and that's it. Just keep the pedal down and then it comes all this wall of sounds that we don't understand what is. Instead, you did a great job both on the pedaling and the quality of sound.
Sorry.
The quality of sound also very good. It's not easy to play those octaves without banging the piano, but you found nice sound, especially in the fortissimi. It's a percussive instrument, and so you did a great job. The only, if I have to say nitpicking something, you have the habit of using the left pedal very often. I usually, when I play, I usually don't use the left pedal often because I think left pedal should be left for special part of the. But you are in very good company because a good number of top pianists use the left pedal all the time. So, so, but that's it. That's the only bravissimo, very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now to Fred.
That was just incredible playing, wonderful playing. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Awesome sense of technique. Beautiful piano playing. I was just mesmerized just listening to you play the whole piece with the second pianist. Just an amazing job. And thank you so much. I really enjoyed listening to it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to echo what Maestro Franci said. That was just absolutely captivating performance from both of you, and I'm echoing Fred Rosenberg as well. And as a pianist myself, I want to say this is so true and about the left pedal and the use of it. But what I found really very captivating about your use of color, you tend to use a lot of gradation of the left pedal. So it is on, also for my taste, maybe a bit more than I would like to hear. But the gradation of it creates multiple colors in the way you play. I don't know if you do it intuitively or on purpose. If it's an intuitive thing, then go back and listen to your own playing, because that's something you may want to expand on. You have a keen ear for the colors, and your use of left pedal is quite extraordinary, I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
And please really keep going in the same direction with the big octaves and chords, because you do make them sound with a singing tone, which is a rare quality when playing those bombastic pieces. And a very welcome quality, that's for sure. Yeah. Yep. Do you have any questions? Would you like to ask or discuss anything with the judges while we still have them here?
I think that's all. That's all the things.
Okay, then huge congratulations to both of you on the fabulous performance. And we need to let the judges go because they have only 5 minutes until the start of the next session.
Oh, okay.
So thank you, bravo again, and bravo
Thank you all for listening to me.
Yes, there was a joy to listen. Every moment of it was incredible. Thank you. And I want to thank our judges one more time and let them go to the next session. We have a number of candidates performing there. And with this, I want to also thank very much our audience and everyone who is joining us. Many, many thanks to our incredible team of producers, directors, audio, video engineers who are creating these broadcasts for everyone. Thank you all on the back end, and thank you all of our sponsors and supporters and everyone who helps us produce these events and broadcasts. And we'll finish today this session with a quick overview of our season, and I'm saying goodbye because we all need to rush to the next session.